think it's really hair trigger.
Okay.
Okay, let me give you the decibel meter. So start out at 60, and if I go higher than that, just start dialing it up.
Adam may not be a professional yodeler,
I'm gonna yodel at a soft volume and slowly build up.
but who doesn't know and love such movie classics as Heidi and The Sound of Music? His strange warble wouldn't have startled a mountain goat.
That was 90.
That's giving me a headache.
Okay. Well,
I can't imagine what it's doing to you.
Well, it definitely did nothing to the snow.
All right, well, that's about as loud as I can get. I think it's time to go to the megaphone.
okay.
A megaphone should take this scale test to the max.
Is it off the charts?
Yeah, that was maxing it out at 120.
120, that's like as loud as a jet engine, right?
Not quite.
Not quite. All right, let's try this again.
Aiming the megaphone toward a different part of the mountain might hit the right note.
Oh! That is a result.
That was a hair trigger, and it went. It went with sound from your voice.
Yodeling. This alpine tale may just be true.
How do you know when these conditions are ripe for an avalanche?
Well, we go out and we dig snow pits. And we actually stick our head in the snow and look at the structure of the snowpack. And then we also calculate out how much new stress has been added to the snowpack.
Because Craig knows all the signs of a mountain on the brink, we're shooting a safe distance from public ski areas. Now, to put the yodel myth to the test, Adam's amateur vocal acrobatics won't cut it. So,
To help us, we've brought in a professional yodeler. Liz, come on in.
Yodeling. Howdy.
How are you?
Great.
Have you ever heard of yodeling being dangerous, like in an avalanche situation?
Well, sure. I used to ski in Vail and backcountry skiing. We were cautioned not to go yodeling in the mountains.
Really?
Sure.
And what is it about yodeling that you think will set off an avalanche?
It's a certain frequency, and if you can hit it just right and the conditions are perfect, you could start an avalanche.
Liz has been known to shake things up before.
When I get a certain pitch and a certain volume, I can feel my crown in my tooth sort of rattle. It's quite a sensation.
If anything does start to happen, we're all going to bolt in this direction.
That way?
Yeah, we've been advised that the avalanche would come down in this way, so we can, a couple hundred yards this way should make us safe.
All right.
Yodeling is a rapid undulation of vocal tones that moves from low chest tones to high falsetto. But as Liz's song reverberates around the mountain, delightful as it is, it remains unmoved.
Well, that was lovely. And I don't see any avalanche.
Well, not yet.
What do you think, Jamie?
No avalanche.
A bullhorn might magnify her vocal exertions enough to cause a reaction.
We've got a police bullhorn here, Liz, to help you out.
Wow.
I'm going to set it on 11. Hold onto the trigger when you're ready to go, and give it all you got. Let's go.
But her startling call of the wild stirs up nothing.
Something tells me some animal might want to come out of the woods and mate with us. But I'm not sure that we're starting an avalanche.
It was a tough crowd to play to, so it's not surprising.
I think that one's busted. Liz, thank you so
gave it my
much for
best.
helping us out.
I gave it my best.
Absolutely.
Where do we go from here? What do we do now?
Machine guns.
Come on, really?
Well, there are tons of reported cases of avalanches being set off by combat. Now, to be honest, we don't really know whether it was due to machine guns or, mortar fire.
But we can find out.
Yeah, we need to check it out.
Excellent. I love this. Let's get out there with a machine gun and try this out.
Okay?
Putting it on full auto.
Adam takes aim. But the mountain doesn't fall.
No avalanche.
Nope, no avalanche.
So they double the firepower.
Firing in 3, 2, 1.
But even though the sound was louder than the yodeling and the whip, and there were projectiles striking the snow,
No avalanche.
No avalanche, man. No avalanche. Not even a hint of an avalanche.
what they need is a surefire method.
5-pound gas booster and has a very high detonation velocity.
So the Telluride Snow Safety Team is going to give the mountain a gentle nudge.
We pre-placed a bunch of explosives up there this morning. There's over 100 pounds of explosives placed up there.
100 pounds?
Over 100 pounds. And they're all set to go off at the same time.
3, 2, 1.
Whoa!
There it went.
Wow!
Yeah. Buster's moving,
We're getting movement.
but he's right ahead of the squad.
Yeah, I see him.
I can still see him.
Oh, he's just gotten swallowed. He's still moving.
He's still with it. He's,
Awesome.
It's going to make it over the cliff.
Oh, look at that. Oh, poor Buster.
wherever he is, he got trash going through that rock chute.
Oh, man.
The guys finally got some avalanche action.
Yeah.
The monster tidal wave of snow took out one of our mountain cams and our hapless dummy.
We came for an avalanche, and we got a really nice avalanche. We wanted to get Buster caught up in that thing, and we did. We watched him tumble halfway down the mountain. It was perfect.
Coming up on Mythbusters, we try and start avalanches from a helicopter with explosives. How cool is that?
Adam is going to take flight with an airborne snow safety team who leave nothing to chance.
And then I'm going to throw it out the window. Okay. And I'm going to do that when the spotter who is in the front seat tells me to do it.
That seems pretty straightforward.
It's, yeah, considering you're throwing dynamite out the window. Yeah. Pretty straightforward.
Now that we're all clear on that, we're ready for liftoff.
All right, Adam.
All right.
Okay, Chris, we're ready back here.
Okay. 1 Fox Sierra lifted from the ski area, departing out to the south. Telluride.
The view from up here is awesome.
God, it turned out to be a perfect morning, didn't it? Only lacking one thing.
Yeah, an avalanche.
Then, let's get one happening.
Looking at the steeper stuff over this way.
First, the team determines an avalanche-prone area.
Want to hit no name? Yeah, we'll hit no name. Little forward, little left. Light.
Then go into action.
Throw. Out.
There we go.
Light. Split. Throw. Out.
Awesome.
Light. Lit. A little faster, Adam.
Sorry.
Throw.
Adam's role as explosives assistant is getting him all fired up.
Throw. Out.
We're in this tiny little cabin. My feet are underneath this duffel bag that weighs a couple of 100 pounds worth of explosives. And I'm grabbing them out, I'm cutting the fuse, popping on the igniter, handing them to Aaron. He's pulling them and igniting them inside the helicopter and then chucking them out the window.
When the explosive hits the snow that's ready to go,
Pretty big blast. There we go.
There's the pocket.
Oh, that's an avalanche. Wow.
Adam loves the smell of dynamite in the morning.
It's like water moving down, and it really seemed to move really slowly, although you keep having to remind yourself of the scale, that this thing is like 10, 20 football fields long as it's moving down the mountain.
Next, a cornice catches their eye.
Throw. Out.
And sure enough, collapsing it causes their second slide.
Wow.
And for the finale, their third and final avalanche of the day is a monster.
Awesome. We were out for well over an hour and a half. We got 3 avalanches. I'm super pleased with what we got.
How are we going to call this one?
Well, you know, all of our field tests said the same thing, as far as I'm concerned, that no yodeler in the world is truly in danger from an avalanche merely by yodeling.
You know, I agree with you, but I have to put in a caveat. I mean, the variety of snow fields that are out there that would precipitate an avalanche is infinite almost. And I can't help but think that some of them are going to be more sensitive than the ones that we saw.
Right. I mean, I appreciate your point, but the fact is if we're going to be scientific about it, we can only call a conclusion based on the data that we've set out to gather and gather.
Yeah, we have to do that, but I have to make the point that there are cases like skiers, which are not hundreds of pounds of high explosives, that have set off avalanches.
Yeah.
In some cases, it doesn't take very much.
Your editorial comment is so noted.